take a deep breath and let it all go. You don't have to chase what already belongs to you. You don't have to struggle to make things happen. The universe is not withholding your blessings. It's waiting for you to become calm enough to receive them. When you relax, truly relax, you align with the natural rhythm of life. In this state, everything you desire begins to flow effortlessly toward you. The power of allowing is one of the most beautiful and liberating truths you can ever embrace. It means letting life unfold in its own divine rhythm instead of trying to control every detail. It means releasing resistance and trusting that everything you desire is already making its way to you. You see, when we are constantly pushing, forcing, or worrying about how something will happen, we are unknowingly blocking the flow of abundance that is trying to reach us. The universe cannot deliver what we want when we are tense, impatient, or doubtful, because those emotions send out the vibration of lack and fear. But when you relax, when you breathe and allow, you align yourself with the frequency of peace, trust, and receiving. Allowing is not giving up. It's not about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about inspired action that comes from alignment rather than desperation. It's about doing what feels natural and joyful in the present moment and trusting that this energy will carry you exactly where you need to go. When you are in a state of allowing, you stop trying to control the timing, the people, and the circumstances. You begin to realize that life has a higher wisdom. The right people, opportunities, and ideas are already lining up for you, but they can only reach you when your energy becomes calm and open. Think about it like this: when you are holding your breath, your body cannot function properly. The moment you release that tension and exhale, everything inside you relaxes and starts flowing again. The same happens with your dreams. The more you hold on, the more you delay them, the more you relax and trust, the faster they find their way to you. Allowing is a quiet confidence that says, I don't need to chase. What's meant for me will arrive in perfect time. When you live in this energy, you begin to see how naturally life supports you. Small coincidences, signs, and synchronicities start appearing everywhere. A phone call at the right moment, an opportunity that feels like magic, or a door opening exactly when you thought it was closed. This is the universe's way of saying, see, you never had to struggle. You just had to let go. Every time you surrender your need to control, you create room for divine order to take over. And divine order always brings better outcomes than human worry ever could. Allowing also means accepting where you are without judgment. It means knowing that your current situation is not a punishment, but a part of your growth. Many people block their blessings because they resist the present moment. They think life will only be good once they achieve their goals. But the truth is, your power is always in the now. When you make peace with where you are, you shift your energy from frustration to gratitude. And that shift changes everything. Gratitude tells the universe, I trust you, and the universe always rewards trust with miracles. The power of allowing is rooted in faith. It is the deep inner knowing that everything is working in your favor, even when you can't see it yet. It is understanding that every delay, every detour, and every pause has meaning. You are not behind. You are right on schedule. Life has heard your request, and it's preparing the perfect moment for you to receive it. So soften your energy. Stop overthinking. Stop forcing outcomes. Instead, focus on feeling good, being grateful, and staying open. Allow things to unfold naturally. Allow the universe to surprise you. You don't have to know how. You just have to trust that it will. When you master the art of allowing, you become a magnet for miracles. Life begins to feel effortless. You realize that what you were chasing was never outside of you. It was always waiting for you to relax and allow it in. Letting go of the urge to control everything is one of the most freeing lessons you will ever learn. So many people spend their lives trying to plan, manage, and predict every outcome because they fear the unknown. They believe that if they can just control every detail, they'll feel safe, loved, and successful. But the truth is, control is an illusion. It's a mask that fear wears. The need to control comes from a lack of trust. Trust in life, trust in others, and most importantly, trust in yourself. When you are constantly trying to force things to happen your way, you are telling the universe that you don't believe it knows what's best for you. And that very resistance becomes the wall that blocks your blessings. When you try to control everything, you live in tension. Your mind is never at peace because it's always analyzing, overthinking, and worrying. You replay conversations in your head, trying to guess what someone will do next. You plan your future down to the smallest detail, thinking you can avoid disappointment. But deep down, you know that no matter how hard you try, life will always unfold in its own timing and in its own way. Control doesn't bring safety, it brings exhaustion. It disconnects you from the natural flow of life. The flow that could bring you joy, clarity, and miracles if you would just loosen your grip. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you give up on your dreams or stop taking action. It means you stop fighting against what you cannot change. It means you stop trying to rewrite other people's choices or force life to happen on your schedule. Letting go means saying, I have done my part, and now I trust life to do the rest. When you release control, you open space for something greater, for divine timing, for unexpected blessings, for ease. Because when you no longer block the flow with fear, the universe can finally move freely in your favor. Every time you surrender control, you make room for miracles. Think about the times in your life when something worked out better than you expected. The moments when everything seemed to fall into place without effort. That happened not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. Life is always organizing itself for your highest good, even when you can't see it yet. When one door closes, another one is already waiting to open. But if you're too busy banging on the closed door, you'll never notice the open one. Control is also a silent thief of joy. When you live in control, you miss the beauty of the present moment. You become so focused on what could go wrong that you stop noticing what's going right. You stop hearing your intuition because your mind is too loud. But when you release control, you come back to the now. You begin to trust your inner guidance. You start to feel peaceful even when things are uncertain, because deep down, you know that uncertainty is not danger. It's potential. It's the space where new possibilities are born. The more you trust, the easier life becomes. You don't have to figure out every step, just the next one. You don't have to make everyone like you. Just be authentic and true to yourself. You don't have to worry about how things will work out. Just believe that they will. The universe responds to your energy, not your effort. When your energy says, I trust, everything begins to shift in your favor. So take a deep breath and let go. Let go of needing to know when it will happen. Let go of needing to control how it happens. Let go of needing people to behave a certain way. Instead, place your faith in the unseen order of life. Relax into the flow and allow yourself to be guided. Every time you let go, you rise higher. Every time you trust, you align deeper. The moment you stop controlling everything is the moment everything starts falling perfectly into place. Your relaxation is not a sign of laziness or weakness. It is a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. When you are calm, peaceful, and grounded, your energy becomes open and magnetic. The universe does not respond to your words as much as it responds to your vibration. When your vibration says, "I am safe, I trust, I already have everything I need," you attract experiences that match that energy. Relaxation is a spiritual language. It tells the universe that you are no longer living in resistance, fear, or doubt. It says, "I am available for miracles." Think of how nature works. The ocean doesn't strain to make waves, and the sun doesn't struggle to rise every morning. Everything in creation moves with flow and harmony. You too are a part of that natural rhythm. When you are relaxed, you move in sync with the same intelligence that turns seeds into trees and dreams into reality. But when you are tense, worried, or anxious, your energy becomes blocked. You send out mixed signals. One moment you're asking for something, and the next you're doubting if it will ever come. This energetic confusion slows down the very manifestation you desire. The universe doesn't operate through chaos, it moves through clarity, and relaxation brings that clarity. When you relax, you shift from the energy of, "I need this to happen," to, "I know it's already happening." That subtle shift is everything. It's the difference between begging and believing, between chasing and allowing. The universe mirrors your state of being. If you are in a constant state of tension, trying to control outcomes or worrying about the future, you attract more situations that keep you in that same vibration. But when you relax, you broadcast faith, and faith attracts fulfillment. Relaxation is a form of surrender. It's saying, "I don't have to figure this out right now. I trust that life knows what it's doing." This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It means you stop over efforting and start aligning. You take inspired action when it feels right, but you do so from a place of peace. The difference in energy is enormous. When you are relaxed, you become receptive to intuition, those gentle nudges and ideas that guide you toward what's meant for you. But when your mind is crowded with worry, you can't hear that quiet inner voice. Peace opens the doorway to guidance. Every time you relax, you are communicating faith. You are telling the universe, "I believe in divine timing. I know that everything I want is already on its way to me." And in that moment, your energy shifts into alignment with the outcome you desire. You no longer repel your blessings with doubt. You magnetize them with certainty. The calmness you cultivate becomes a beacon, drawing to you all that matches your serenity, loving people, opportunities, and circumstances that vibrate at the same peaceful frequency. It's important to remember that your energy doesn't lie. You can say 1,000 affirmations, but if your body is tense and your heart is restless, your words lose their power. True manifestation begins when your inner world reflects the energy of what you want. If you desire love, be peaceful. If you desire abundance, be relaxed about money. If you desire clarity, stop forcing answers and allow them to reveal themselves naturally. The more you relax, the more the universe mirrors that peace back to you in visible form. So breathe deeply. Slow down your thoughts. Feel the weight of your shoulders soften. You don't need to control every step because life is already organizing everything perfectly. The universe is always listening to your vibration, not your struggle. When you rest in faith, you glow with quiet confidence. When you are at ease, everything that's meant for you starts finding its way effortlessly into your life. Your relaxation is not inaction. It is communication. It's the way your soul says to the universe, I'm ready now. I trust you. I am open to receive. Gratitude is the language of ease. It is the quiet whisper that tells the universe, I trust you. I am content in this moment. When you live in gratitude, your energy softens, your worries fade, and you begin to align with the natural flow of abundance. Gratitude transforms everything it touches because it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already here. It's not just a mental exercise, it's an emotional frequency that opens the door to miracles. Every thankful thought you think, every moment of appreciation you feel sends a signal to life that says, I am ready for more of this. When you practice gratitude, you are no longer chasing after blessings. You are recognizing that you are already surrounded by them. That recognition changes your vibration instantly. You stop operating from lack and begin operating from fullness. And life always responds to fullness. When you focus on what you have, you create more of it. Gratitude multiplies the good because the universe expands whatever energy you give your attention to. If you focus on problems, you get more reasons to worry. But if you focus on blessings, you get more reasons to celebrate. Gratitude is the bridge between desire and manifestation. When you desire something, you are sending out a request to the universe. But when you give thanks, even before it arrives, you are confirming your faith that it's already yours. This simple shift from waiting to knowing, from wanting to appreciating, speeds up the process of creation. Gratitude says, I believe in divine timing. I know everything I desire is on its way to me. It's the vibration of certainty, and certainty is what draws your desires closer. There is also a deep peace that comes from gratitude. When you are thankful, your nervous system relaxes. You stop living in the energy of tension and begin to rest in the energy of trust. Gratitude brings you back to the present moment, the only place where true joy exists. So often, we spend our time worrying about the future or regretting the past, and in doing so, we overlook the small miracles happening right now, the breath in our lungs, the warmth of sunlight, the sound of laughter, the kindness of a stranger. Gratitude reminds us that life is already beautiful, even as it continues to unfold. You don't need to wait for something big to feel grateful. The more you appreciate the little things, the more the big things start showing up. Gratitude is like a magnet. It pulls abundance, love, and harmony toward you. When you say, thank you, with sincerity, you are telling the universe that you notice its gifts, and the universe always responds by giving you more reasons to be thankful. Each moment of appreciation expands your energy field, creating an atmosphere of ease around you. You begin to notice how life gently supports you, how every situation carries a hidden blessing, how even challenges become teachers guiding you toward growth. Gratitude also quiets the mind. It replaces anxiety with faith and scarcity with peace. You can't be fearful and grateful at the same time. One emotion cancels the other. When you choose gratitude, you choose trust. You affirm that you are taken care of, that life is working for you, not against you. You begin to understand that even when you don't have everything you want, you have everything you need to move forward. And that realization brings deep calm and confidence. So begin each day with thankfulness. Thank your body for carrying you, your mind for learning, and your heart for feeling. Thank the challenges that shaped you and the blessings that sustain you. As you cultivate this energy, you will notice life becoming easier, lighter, and more joyful. Gratitude opens the door to miracles, not because it changes life instantly, but because it changes you. And when you change, your entire reality changes with you. Gratitude truly is the language of ease, the sacred conversation between your soul and the universe that says, I am blessed, I am grateful, and I am ready for more. Detaching from the outcome is one of the most powerful steps in manifesting the life you desire. It means releasing your need to know when, how, or through whom your dreams will come true. It means trusting that what you want is already in motion, even when you can't yet see it. When you detach, you stop trying to control the process, and instead, you allow the flow of life to bring you what is truly meant for you. This is not about giving up. It's about trusting enough to let go. It's about realizing that the more you cling, the more you block what's trying to reach you. So many people struggle because they hold on too tightly to the how. They visualize their desire and then immediately worry about the steps, the timing, or whether it's even possible. They begin to doubt, and that doubt creates energetic resistance. When you are attached to an outcome, your energy is filled with tension, fear, and impatience. You are saying to the universe, I don't trust that this will happen unless I manage it myself. But when you detach, your energy shifts to faith and openness. You say, I know that what's meant for me is already finding me. I don't need to chase it. That vibration of calm confidence is exactly what attracts your desire into reality. Detachment is not emotional numbness. It's spiritual maturity. It's understanding that your happiness does not depend on one specific outcome. You may have a dream job, a relationship, or a goal in mind, but detachment means knowing that if it's right for you, it will happen, and if it's not, something better will replace it. It's a state of peace that comes from trusting that everything unfolds for your highest good. When you hold on too tightly to one result, you close yourself off to the infinite ways life could bless you. But when you let go, you make space for surprises, synchronicities, and miracles. When you detach, you also free yourself from emotional exhaustion. Constantly checking for progress, comparing yourself to others, or worrying about timing drains your energy. Life becomes heavy because you're trying to carry what only the universe can handle. Detachment lifts that weight. It brings lightness because you no longer need to force outcomes. You begin to enjoy the journey instead of obsessing over the destination. You start to find joy in small steps, peace in the waiting, and gratitude for how far you've already come. The moment you stop needing something to happen is often the moment it finally does, because your energy becomes one of trust, not lack. One of the most freeing truths is that what is truly meant for you cannot miss you. The doors that belong to you will always open, no matter how long it takes. Sometimes delays happen not because you're unworthy, but because the timing isn't aligned yet. Life might still be preparing the right conditions or shaping you into the version of yourself that can handle what you've asked for. Detachment allows you to rest in this knowing. You stop trying to rush divine timing and instead relax into the process, confident that everything is happening as it should. The universe responds not to desperation, but to faith. When you detach, you are declaring that faith. You're saying, I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. I no longer need proof. This energy is magnetic because it mirrors the vibration of already having what you want. When you release the need, you align with the feeling of fulfillment. And that feeling is what calls your desires into form. So take a deep breath and loosen your grip. Let go of the timelines, the overthinking, the endless what-ifs. You don't have to chase or control anything. What's yours will never pass you by. You are already on the right path, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Detach from the outcome and let faith lead the way. The moment you surrender, you invite miracles to move freely in your life. And that's when the universe finally says, now you're ready to receive. Relaxation is one of the purest forms of faith. It is the silent declaration that says, I trust life. I trust that everything I need is already being taken care of. When you relax, you are not being careless. You are being powerful. You are choosing peace over panic, trust over tension, and flow over force. You are saying to the universe that you believe in divine timing, that you no longer need to push against the current of life. True faith isn't about saying the right words or repeating affirmations endlessly. It's about feeling safe enough to rest, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When you live in constant stress, trying to control, manage, and predict every detail, you are sending out the signal of fear. You are saying, I don't believe this will work unless I handle it myself. That vibration blocks miracles. It creates resistance because the universe cannot deliver peace to a heart that refuses to rest. But the moment you choose to relax, even for a moment, you shift into the energy of trust. You release the tight grip of worry, and in that release, you create space for divine solutions to enter. Relaxation is faith in action. It is the calm acceptance that there is a greater wisdom guiding your steps. You don't need to know every detail or see the whole path ahead. You simply take one step at a time, trusting that each step will reveal the next. This gentle rhythm is how life was designed to flow. The trees don't rush to grow, the flowers don't compete to bloom. Everything happens naturally and in perfect time. When you align with that same rhythm, you stop fighting against the natural order of the universe, and you begin to experience ease, clarity, and grace. Faith is not loud, it doesn't demand attention. It's quiet, steady, and sure. It's the deep knowing that everything is okay, even when it looks uncertain. Relaxation allows you to access that knowing. When your body softens and your mind quiets, your inner wisdom awakens. You begin to hear the gentle voice of your intuition, guiding you, comforting you, reassuring you that there is nothing to fear. The more you relax, the clearer that voice becomes. It's never gone, it's just hidden beneath layers of stress and overthinking. Relaxation brings you back to your truth, which is peace. When you are relaxed, you also become magnetic. People can feel your calm energy. Opportunities start flowing toward you because you are no longer radiating desperation. You are aligned with the vibration of abundance, the belief that there is always enough time, enough love, enough support. This sense of ease is what draws more good things into your life. Life responds to calm energy far more quickly than it does to fear or frustration. When you relax, you open your energy field, and in that openness, miracles find you easily. Relaxation also reminds you that you are not alone in this journey. You are co-creating with a power much greater than yourself. A loving, intelligent force that is always working behind the scenes. Faith means allowing that power to move through you and for you. It means acknowledging that your role is to trust, not to struggle. Every time you relax, you are practicing faith. You are saying, I know life is on my side. I know I am supported. And that simple shift in energy changes everything. So take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop. You don't need to fight or chase what's already yours. Let life unfold in its perfect rhythm. Relax and let go of the need to control, to rush, to prove. The more you relax, the more life works for you. Your calm is your confidence. Your stillness is your strength. Relaxation is not the absence of effort. It is the presence of faith. And when you live in that faith, you discover that everything you've ever wanted has been waiting for you to finally relax and allow it in.